Hello, my name is Heidi Reinhart, and I am your daughter's World Cultures teacher this year. And I am very excited to be her teacher. And I'm not sure how they're doing at home, but they're doing beautifully at school. They're just charming. They're so wonderful. And even though I only get to see them once a week, and taking me a little bit longer to get to know them, they are delightful, and I'm very much enjoying it. And they are handling this situation just the best they possibly could, I think. And so I'm very proud of them for that, and they should be proud of themselves. A little bit about myself. This is my 26th year teaching and my 13th year at Duchesne, and I love it here. I still love it here. My husband Tom is a school counselor at Prep, and my son is a junior there, Patrick. My daughter's graduated from Duchesne in 2019, so I've gotten to see this Duchesne as a parent, and I think that's helped me be a better teacher at Duchesne as well. And they are sophomores at Rockhurst this year. So we're pretty invested in Catholic education, and we're very glad to have you here at Duchesne to join us in this venture. So a little bit about world cultures. We study the non-Western world. It's a very sacred heart to try to understand people around the world from their own point of view. And that's what we do. So we have units on Africa, East Asia, South Asia, the Middle East or Southwest Asia, and then the Latin America is our last unit of the year. So those are the areas of the world that we study, and we attempt to understand the culture, the history, and the geography a little bit. So this is it's a combination class. We do a little bit of geography, a little bit of culture, and a little bit of history. I like this class. I like the way that it's set up because we do this regionally, and in each unit, we start at the beginning of time and then come forward to as close to the present as we can get. And I think the students enjoy that because they get to see how the history is relevant still today and how it still impacts these different parts of the world. So there's bound to be a topic that they're interested in at some point. We are studying the whole world after all. So I think that they enjoy that fact that we get to some current events and some current movements and eras that have taken place. As far as my philosophy is, as far as your daughter's concerned, is they don't all walk into my classroom at the same place, and they're not going to walk out the same place, but everybody's going to move forward. So they're going to be better thinkers, they're going to be better writers, they're going to be more knowledgeable of the world, they're going to be better readers by the time they walk out of this classroom in May. So that's the hope, that they will move forward with this class and be prepared for their sophomore year at Duchesne. As far as the setup of the class in this hybrid, we are all hoping and praying that we are not in hybrid forever, for sure. It's better than being remote. We're glad we get to see each other. We get to see the girls, and they get to see each other, very importantly. But we're hoping we're not in this forever. But as long as we are, I am focusing total attention on the people who are in my room, on them. So we're not Zooming half the class in. So if they haven't had very many Zoom sessions for world cultures, that's why. So the rest of it has been at home. Now this is our third week, so we're broken in a little bit. So now we're gonna mix that up. We may have an occasional Zoom on Wednesday. We're very conscious of the fact that they shouldn't be spending all day on Zoom. And I know that there are classes that are going to meet 3 times a week because they're a little bit different content areas. But I have set up some assignments and will be setting up some assignments where they have to contact each other and meet virtually, so that they may not be in the class, but maybe they're working on an assignment together, maybe they're collaborating, maybe they're preparing a presentation, so that they get to see each other and they get that contact. And the perfect time for them to meet as a group, of course, is during our class period on the days that they're not here. So hopefully they'll get a little more contact that way. But I really would like to focus on the people who are in my room while they're here. I've emphasized to the girls that just because we're not Zooming into class every day and they only see me in person once a week, number one, I'm here on the other day that they're here. So if they need to come ask me for help before school, during lunch, after school, I'm available. And number two, that they can email me And I can set up Zooms with more than one student at a time if I can get a group together that needs to ask me some questions and study and prepare, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm available to them. I'm still their teacher, and I'm very much available to them. So that's the way that it will be set up for as long as we're in a hybrid situation. And we hope we're not in that situation very long. I've always seen my job as a partnership with parents and teachers, and I've always asked for heads up from parents if your child is struggling with something. We always at Duchenne encourage you to teach your daughter to advocate for herself, to send the teacher an email, go see the teacher in person. I know they're intimidated by that, and that's hard for some of our students. And they're doing a great job. I'm getting a lot of emails, a lot of questions, more so than I normally do at this time of year, so that's good. But encourage your daughter to continue to do that. By the time they're seniors, we hope they're managing everything on their own and they're ready to go to college, and they're not going to ask you for help there. So it's kind of the goal of the parent to make yourself not needed as much, right? Although maybe little. So keep encouraging them to do that. But the fact that they're not with us live in person, if they're having several meltdowns at home, and some meltdowns are okay, we're going to have those. It's just the transition, the learning how to go to high school, the rigor in some of their work. Help them through that, help them calm down, help them prioritize their work. But if that's happening a lot and they're not confident that they know what they're doing, and you're very concerned about that, then you contact us. You email us. Now more than ever, we need that partnership between us as long as we're in this hybrid situation. The kids in my classroom 3 times a week, I can usually get a pretty good gauge on whether or not they are okay. Right now, that's much more difficult. So if you could help us out with that, we would really appreciate that. I'm also the freshman moderator, so questions you have about freshman class activities, of which there aren't many right now, or just concerns about your daughter's transition to high school, I can answer some of those questions, or I can find somebody that can for you. That I'm here to help from your point of view. If you need assistance with anything, please don't hesitate to send me an email, and you can do that without your daughter knowing that you sent me an email. So please don't hesitate to do that. And if we need to set up a phone call with each other, we can definitely do that as well. Again, I'm excited that we're here at all. These are unprecedented times for most of us, adults and students, and we're going to make it. We're going to build community, and we're going to find a way to get through this together, and not just get through it, but thrive and learn and get the education that they deserve and need to be prepared for college and life as well. So thank you for sending your daughter to Duchenne. I'm so excited to be her teacher this year. I look forward to meeting all of you in person, and have a great day. Thank you.